So let's talk about the time that I broke my foot playing baseball. Yeah, I did that. Hi everybody, I am your boy Gerg. Let's talk about the time that I broke my foot playing baseball. I'm pretty sure this was around the time, this was either 6th grade going into 7th, or 7th going into 8th grade. I can't remember exactly. I got invited to go play baseball. There was probably girls there that I had an interest in or wanted to show off for. That's what most of my time was spent as a young teen, which is just how most of us go. I wanted to show off playing baseball, which if you have CMT, you know this story is going to be interesting. We were playing at the field that we were playing on. They had holes where the bases go. So basically the bases sit on top. There's a hole so the bases don't move or rattle or, slide whenever you're running to them. And lo and behold, I stepped up to home plate. I had been watching the person who was pitching. I knew that I could probably hit the ball pretty good. I played wiffle ball for the longest time with family in my grandmother's backyard. If you don't know what wiffle ball is, it's with a plastic ball, plastic bat. We had tournaments with wiffle ball. I had played wiffle ball forever. My grandmother's backyard there was a hill. Like, you ran up to first on a slant. On a hill. Ran on a slant to second. Came down the hill on third and home. And it was amazing that with CMT I didn't break something there. I guess whenever I was younger I had a little bit more of a handle at CMT, maybe. But oh man. So I watched this gentleman who was pitching against me pitch. He threw the ball. Whenever he threw the ball, I connected with it. And I basically hit a home run. It was out of the park. They called it a home run. I could have stopped. With CMT, I should have stopped. I should have just been like, okay, home run, and just went over and sat down. My brain was thinking other things, and so I hit the home run, and there was probably a girl there that I was trying to impress. I decided that I was going to walk those bases. I was going to run them, actually, is what I was going to do. Bad CMT idea, by the way. So, as I'm running from home to first, I get to where the base should have been. There wasn't anything sticking up or anything, so it wasn't that. It was just, I guess this is the way that I landed. Whenever I landed, I felt a stinging sensation on the left side of my right foot. I think that's where it was. I think it might have, no, sorry, right side of my right foot. I felt a stinging sensation. It was very bee sting-ish. Maybe a little bit worse. And I didn't think anything about it because I was a kid. I didn't care. Like, I was like, oh, okay, maybe there's something in my shoe, and maybe it rubbed at that point. And I just, whatever. Like, I was just kind of like, okay, well, I hit a home run. I'm gonna run the bases. That's what you do. So I go from first on my way to second, and as I get to second base, there's pain. A good bit of pain. I wouldn't say excruciating, but a good bit of pain. Enough for me to notice. And I also noticed that about midpoint from first to second, that running was not going to be an option. Like, running was off the table. I felt and knew that running was off the table. So, me being me, wanting to impress whoever was there, and I can't remember who was there. I knew there was somebody there I was trying to impress. I was like, okay, I'm going to third base. If you've ever seen any of the Frankenstein movies where Igor has the hump, but also the leg that he has to drag. I did that. I dragged my leg from second to third base whenever I got the third, the pain got excruciating. I could feel a little bit of swelling. The pain was excruciating. The foot at that point was letting me know that I'm done. Like, I need to go. It was letting me know that I need to go. Like, I need to go sit down. For a brief second, I looked at home and thought I could drag my foot to home plate, and then I'm done. I couldn't. There was no dragging my foot to home plate. I was done. I was going to stop. It was stopping right there. I tried. I was going to do it. I didn't, though. I didn't. I turned around, looked at the bench, kind of their dugout thing, and was like, okay, that's where we're going. So I dragged my foot through the dirt and then through the grass into the dugout thing. And I sat down. That was a bad idea. I know everybody's like, why? Like, why is that a bad idea? Because that's whenever it really started to swell. Like, my foot really, as soon as I took pressure off of it, it started swelling. But as soon as I sat down, it swelled. It got worse. And the pain got worse. And I asked for help. I told one of the people there, I was like, I think I did something bad. I think I broke my foot. I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm hurting so bad. And they were like, oh, well, we'll call somebody. And I was like, no, well, my aunt and my cousin's on the way. They should be coming to pick me up, because it was close to being done. I'm so glad it was close to being done. And my aunt and my cousin pulled up in my aunt's vehicle. And my cousin comes over. He's like, you ready to go? And I'm like, yeah, I am, but I have a little bit of a problem. And he's like, what's that? And I'm like, I can't walk. I think I may have broken my foot. He is a tall kid. He could lift me. And he picked me up like a baby, cradled in his arms. Started carrying me. At one point in time, we had to go over the parking cement blocks. And whenever we went over it, we almost fell. Like, he hit it and we almost tripped. I caught myself with my left leg whenever we were coming down, and then he picked me back up. He put me in a car and we went up to the hospital. The hospital was Grant Memorial Hospital, and my parents worked there. I cannot remember. I think my dad and mom were both working that day. I honestly do. So we go in, they do their stuff, they take me back. We're going to get an x-ray. I can't even remember who the doctor was that day. But I knew all the doctors, I knew all the paramedics, all the nurses. And we go back. And as I'm sitting in there, I'm just, for some weird reason in my head, I'm just sitting there like, please don't be broken. Please don't be broken. Please don't be broken. Like, I just kept repeating. I knew it was broken. I could tell it was hurting so bad. But I just kept telling myself, like, don't be broken. Don't be broken. Just don't be broken. They came back with the x-ray. The lady that did the x-ray is like, we gotta let the doctor look at it, but I'm pretty sure you broke it. And I just started crying. Like, I just started crying uncontrollably. I have no idea why. I just started crying uncontrollably. My father was like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I feel bad. I feel sad. I'm so sorry that I broke my foot and, like, going through all this stuff. And he's quieting me down. He's like, man, there's nothing to worry about. You just gotta calm down. Like, it happens. There's nothing you can do. I, for some reason, thought that I don't know. Like, I thought that I had, I don't know, just done it stupidly. That I felt bad if I would have been lying, but at the same time, I felt bad because I broke my leg. Which is funny. So some internal monologue that was happening, but I felt really bad about breaking my leg, and I broke down crying. And the swelling was bad. I think we had to wait 24 hours, 48 hours. Then we had to go see the doctor and get casted. And I remember picking out a black cast, having everybody write on it in like a white marker. I think it was a black cast. Because at that time they had just started like, that's not right. That's another story. That's not it. It was a regular cast. It was just a regular casting. I think they had collars, but for some reason I didn't choose collars. Which would have been cool. I would have liked to have a colored cast. I get one later though. We have a couple more stories, ladies and gentlemen. We're not done with this. The next story is going to be me dislocating my knee. That's going to have a funnier result. especially the hospital part. And then me breaking my leg in 2007 has a lot of funny stuff in it. Those are the times that the pain was so bad I got morphine, and whew, let me tell you. Some people do well getting things to calm them down or like help with pain. I apparently turn into the biggest comedian, or not weirdest, but I don't know. Like, whenever all the pain that I have finally works through, I apparently start loving everyone. And I'll explain that. I don't want to spoil that for you, because that's a really good one. This one's not as crazy. But I can tell you my mindset. I honestly thought that I could do baseball. I thought I could do it. Like, I'd done wiffle ball. Wiffle ball, I wish I could show you the hill. Wiffle ball was done on the worst hill in the world. I still to this day cannot believe that I actually played wiffle ball on that hill. And if I find it before I upload this, I will show you the hill. At some point in time, I'm trying to get x-rays, and I'm trying to get like map locations. I will show you all of this in an extras features things after we get all this done. I just don't have any of the x-rays. They've been lost over the years. Getting them is probably going to be incredibly hard, because this was before digital. But hopefully they've bumped it to digital now and I can get it. But I'm trying to get all that information for you and let you see it. This was one of my more tame. This one I got taken. I didn't have to have an ambulance come. And it wasn't as bad, so I didn't have any medicine in me. Hence why I don't, like, honestly take anything anymore. Like, because I just, whenever, like I said, whenever I get anything for pain, like pain meds, I just turn into a goofball. Or I just get really like, I'm so sorry. Like, it's just my opposites of opposite. So, I like my Phasma shirt. I'm doing all these as a reminder that I have CMT. Charcot-Marie Tooth. I'm trying to do these videos to let everybody know that you can go through this stuff and still kind of have like a life and still kind of do things. My feet have turned because of this stuff. I'm facing that now, and I'm facing that challenge. I'm not gonna lie to you. I still can walk some, and I still live my day to day. I just want to do these basically to let you know that you can have fun and laugh about your injuries, and at the same time have CMT. You can have CMT and still have a fun time. I honestly still believe to this day, and I don't know if I put this in the last one or the first one, I still to this day believe that the person that I am is because of the fact that I have CMT. I believe that I'm an understanding person, and I care for people more because of my CMT, because I know what I'm going through. And I can kind of imagine or guess what other people are going through. That's kind of a good standpoint to have whenever you want to go through things and you want to try to put yourself in other people's shoes. And it's a good learning lesson. It's a good thing to do. I will be back with a dislocated knee story. To this day, I still have to wear a brace. I'll come back with that. That's not me as much as it is my father and I being idiots with CMT. If you don't know, my father had CMT. My grandfather had CMT. There's also, that's the male, like, path. On the other side of my family, there's actually some of the ladies in the family that actually have CMT. So the way that it picked up and passed is weird. And I'm hoping that, I'm hoping that this gives everybody a chance to understand, try it, kind of appreciate what we go through and all the crazy hardships we've had. This one, like I said, this was not bad. This one isn't as comical as the ankle twisting, trying to do rollerblading, or ice skating, rollerblading. It was rollerblading, or the next one where I dislocated my knee, and there was a gentleman that worked for the ambulance that my mom and dad worked for. Sorry, look at the time. I will go ahead and mention his name. I'm going to mention his name again. His name was Pete Shalonik, and that man was one of the nicest people I'd ever met. He actually, I think he passed away with cancer, and I thank him from the bottom of my heart every day, because he was the kindest person that I've ever met. And what an amazing EMT. So we'll talk about that next time. I love all your faces. Have a good time.